All right, request comes in from Kels22. Do a strength of schedule for each position. I'd previously done running backs. Imagine that I got lost along the way somehow, and I'm going to go back and do wide receivers. Here is from Pro Football Reference the defense versus wide receivers. Fantasy points allowed per game against a wide receiver. I take the same thing from CBS Sports. The two lists were a little different. They're very close, but I blended the two together to get both taste of both. I take the schedule for each team. We know who they're all playing. Well, we just replace the team name with the how tough they are against wide receivers. So then you blend them all together, you get the list. All right, and here they are. I make the list. Green Bay has the easiest wide receiver schedule, and Jacksonville has the toughest. All right, point, just a real quick tip. Sometimes you have two tables. You have to mix together to get the things. Well, you sort the one table by team, right, like this, and then you just cut and paste and bring the column over and resort, and then now you've got the list. Instead of struggling to look at that list, we're going to put it to color, put the pictures. Let's get started. All right, let's get started here. We got the top two easy schedules for wide receivers. Jayden Reed up first. All right, for the Packers. He finished 20th last year, but is he the number one in town now, right? So we have a new rookie, Matthew Golden, coming in. So, but both are going to enjoy that number one easy schedule. And on top of it, Jordan Love has the 9th passing schedule. All right. So, hey, and the tight end down here, Tucker Kraft, has the 27th easy, hardest schedule. So, wide receivers galore on Green Bay. Romeo Doubs is coming back for those 2 concussions in a season. That could be dangerous. So, we look for the rookie to really take off this year. He might be the number one rookie. With that easy schedule doesn't hurt, right? How about Ja'Marr Chase, right? Rich get richer, right? Finished first in fantasy last year. 17 touchdowns. We can see he has the number 2 easiest schedule, Cincinnati. All right. Joe Burrow has the middle of the road 15th schedule for a quarterback, but those wide receivers have the number 2 schedule. T. Higgins. We saw that this Andre Iosivas, number 3, in another video, was actually had scored more here at 83 points than all the New England. He would have been the top on New England as the 3rd wide receiver for Cincinnati. So Cincinnati's going to enjoy an easy one. Let's go to 3 and 4 here. We've got DJ Moore and the Bears, right? The Bears come up. We've got Rome Odunze, possibly going to have a little better year this year than last year. Although, hey, he still did all right. Finished 47th in fantasy. I guess that isn't all right for a number 1 pick. Ben Johnson says Odunze gets a one-on-one with the corner. He's going to win those matchups. Sound like they've been pushing him a little bit better to get started under Ben Johnson's new offense. Anyway, the Bears are number 3 here. His schedule. Garrett Wilson. All right, we like this situation here. He is, jobs by himself, right? The number 1 job here. Devontae Adams is gone, so he's going to have the 4th easiest schedule to work with. Justin Fields has the easiest quarterback schedule. So maybe he isn't the best passing quarterback, ever. And he's going to do a lot with his legs here. But hey, you give him the number 1 easy passing schedule, and you give the receivers the 4th receiver, Garrett Wilson. And boy, I'm looking for Garrett Wilson to do some good. They've currently got him ranked 22nd. I'm looking for him to do better than that. Justin Fields might just get set in on that one top receiver and just throw to him. And hey, Garrett Wilson, I like the idea of him getting them contested passes, right? So they got the number 4 here at the Jets. Let's move on. We're looking at the 5th and 6th. Tennessee, right? Calvin Ridley, 23rd receiver last year, but Cam Ward with the 6th easiest quarterback schedule gets to come in with the wide receivers with a pretty easy schedule. All right. Now, after Calvin Ridley, who's preseason ranked 30th by consensus, there isn't much here. So that's why I'm saying keep your eyes open on this. Iamanor, right? Whoops. Hey, Iamanor will probably start the season at the X receiver, but has flexibility to do even more, the coach Brian Callahan said, right? So you got a new quarterback coming in, Cam Ward. Van Jefferson hasn't really done much. Tyler Lockett, hey, it's getting up there. You know, you can see he did a little bit last year, 4 points a game. But new team, hey, I'm looking for this Iamanor to take off. So let's keep an eye out for him as a sleeper, right? All right, up and of course San Francisco has the sixth easiest schedule. Who's gonna be the representative here? We have Juwan Jennings because he's ranked 40th right now. He's got problems, of course, with calf injury here recently. Let's hope he gets over that because he's about the only game in town. Right? We have Ricky Pearsall coming back. Right? Ricky Pearsall placed on the pup earlier, finally coming back. Not getting the time. And that's something that Brock Purdy said. All right. We said, hey, I need to get time to work with my receivers. And, Ricky Pearsall just hasn't been around, been missing all the practice. Hey, Jordan Watkins here. Rookie surprise, maybe, with his easy schedule. Fifth easy schedule. And Brock Purdy has the fourth easy schedule. So, hey, San Francisco, if they can get their players straightened out here at wide receiver, they have a pretty easy schedule. So we like that. Moving on. How about giving Tyreek Hill and Davante Adams easy schedules? Miami with the seventh easy schedule and Davante Adams with the eighth easy schedule. Of course, Hill, this is going to be, is he going to, said he is fully healthy into training camp and has been working out hard this offseason. We saw him in a couple of those running races, some videos of that. He looks good, And can he come back this year and have a little better schedule? Of course, disappointing last year with that 24th finish in fantasy. All right. See, he was there all year. So can we keep Tua healthy and in the game enough with that nice seventh schedule? And Tua's got 11. So Tyreek Hill with them, he got him ranked down to 12th. Maybe moving up a little bit. Let's see what the rank history says. Yeah, they've been moving him up. We ain't got to get him to that 15th that he was. But, hey, I still going to keep my eye out for him. What great promise he would have. Get him as the 13th receiver, 12th receiver. That would be pretty nice. How about Davante Adams? They got him ranked 14th. He has the 8th schedule. All right. So the Rams looking good here with an ace. Just Puka Nacua, too. The consensus got him ranked 6th. Davante Adams is ranked 14th with that 8th easiest schedule. Matthew Stafford has a pretty nice schedule here too himself, 12th. But hey, you wonder why I didn't list Puka. I'm a little more, like I said, I'm leaning more. If I have my choice, I'm going to take Davante. Now, wait a minute. If you're in a snake draft and you're taking one at the right time, well, hey, Puka's obviously goes before Davante Adams. I'll get into how I draft and how you're supposed to do it, not just scratching them off the list from the top. You have to take a player when he's time to be taken. You don't take him out of turn, right? So anyway, I think, hey, my money's on Davante Adams a little bit more, right? I've said, hey, he's only missed 4 games in the last 4 seasons. Well, Puka's missed a lot of games. Let's cash in on Davante Adams. All right, next up, we've got at the 9th and 10th position here. Easiest wide receiver positions. Xavier Worthy comes in Kansas City with a 9th. I like this. I'm looking for Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes to throw more. Now, he's got a middle-of-the-road 17 schedule, but it's Patrick Mahomes. Hey, passing's been down lately. The offense has been down. 16th team offense. Well, maybe they can get it back going with some passing game here. Although we're going to start off slow. Hollywood Brown is hurt again. Rasheed Rice has suspension looming. Xavier Worthy, I think he just had a concussion or something. Or actually was hurt a little bit. Anyway, so we got to keep our eyes out on Jalen Royals here, rookie brought in. Worthy exited practice with a head injury. Brown tweaked his ankle. Royals has been getting a lot of first-team reps, right? exciting rookie. Hey, remember, Worthy was a rookie last year. So it wouldn't be a stretch with all these people missing. The Jalen Royals comes in with that ninth schedule and makes some noise. How about Seattle? Seattle comes in, the receivers, they got some receivers. JSN finished 15th last year. They got him ranked 15th. But hey, he's got the 10th easiest schedule. Cooper Kupp, can you believe he's ranked 39th now by the consensus? Dropping off in his career here a little bit. Had quite the career there, 21 and 22. But the last couple of years been kind of pedestrian. So you can see why he's fallen off in the rankings. And they were the Team 8 pass last year, but we got a new coordinator in there. New situation. I don't know. You got a new head coach coming in. Mike McDaniel, not a new head coach, new offensive coordinator. So, the thing is, they're going to run the ball more. So look for the running game, even though they enjoy the 10th passing. So I'm not too hyped up on the Seattle receivers, even though they have the 10th schedule. How about Carolina and Philadelphia with still on the upper easy half here at 11 and 12? Hey, I'd rather have the 11th and 12th than the 19th and 18th, right? So Carolina, hey, we've got Ted McMillan, the rookie, coming in. 11th easy schedule. Bryce Young has the 5th schedule for quarterbacks, right? So we like this Carolina. And who do we got cut behind him? Thielen, getting older. Leggett hasn't produced. And David Moore. Hey, I like the picture. That's about it here. He's getting old veteran too. So we're going to look out, keep an eye out for this Ted McMillan here. Currently ranked 31st. But hey, he might be a pop for a rookie. And here we go with Philadelphia with the 12th schedule. Finished 18th last year, A.J. Brown. They've got him ranked 7th. So you're not getting a bargain here at all. Now, I like the idea. 29th team in passing last year, Philadelphia. Hey, they need to straighten that out a little bit. I think they're going to try to throw a little bit more. Middle of the road schedule here for Jalen Hurts, 14th. And same with the receivers here at 12. But they brought in Jahanti Dotson here too. Got him into it. But A.J. Brown, I was kind of liking him. But, 7th ranked on, not... I got him firmly at 7th, and you can see he's been bouncing around. Hey, got a good average, so he'll have to be cheap for me to take him. But we'll see how, hey, it could happen. You never know. So next up, we got the top of the good ones here. Middle of the road, Pittsburgh, not Seattle. And DK Metcalf has the 13th and 14th. So kind of Aaron Rodgers coming in, 16th schedule for him, 15th. So, hey, middle of the road schedules here for Atlanta and Pittsburgh. So moving down the list here, also in the middle is Justin Jefferson and Mike Evans. See, they were the number 3 team in passing and the number 6 team in passing. So, yes, 15th and 16th, that's middle of the road for them. So we'll go down to drop down here. You can see some of the others. I'll go through them real quick. Mike Evans here, 17 and 18 is Detroit. Detroit don't have the easiest passing this year, 17th. And that comes on top of Ben Johnson leaving, of course. So can they keep that number 2 offensive ranking? We'll have to see on that. So I want to skip down to some of the worst here. All right, let's start at the bottom here. Cortland Sutton in Denver. And Jacksonville has 2 of the hardest schedule, 31st, 32nd. Denver, Bo Nix has the 26th quarterback schedule. All right, and the running back's no favor of the 20th. So, hey, Denver, kind of a surprise last year. Maybe some growing pains this year in their sophomore year for Bo Nix. So, kind of keep an eye on that. I don't like their schedules there at all for Denver and Jacksonville. That's one of the reasons I lower on Travis Hunter than most. Right? Hey, not only does he come to a team with Brian Thomas Jr. already on it, who finished 4th, he's got the 32nd hardest schedule. Hard schedule. And Trevor Lawrence, right here, 25th schedule. So, schedule maker ain't kind of Jacksonville either. Here's a couple of others. Cleveland with the 29th receivers bad schedule. And CeeDee Lamb with the 30th. Right? I see that here they have already moved CeeDee Lamb ahead of Jefferson up to the second. Now, that was before the little hamstring injury for Jefferson. But we'll see how Jefferson gets going and gets that monitored. But hey, that's a hard schedule for CeeDee Lamb here. And see how he does. He finished 9th last year. They've got him ranked 2nd. Dak Prescott has the 32nd hardest schedule. So let's look out for that. Don't be taking in on this CeeDee Lamb and overpay. And boy, he's going to have a tough schedule. And he's got competition. Pickens going to be calling for the ball, right? With both of them there, the hard schedules, even for Dak here. Dak's been slipping. Hey, I'd kind of lay off of that. Right here in Cleveland, did we go over Cleveland's? Jerry Jeudy has the 29th schedule. Well, excuse me, he was finished 17th, ranked 24th, so they're already bringing him down a little bit. And questions at quarterback, who's it going to be? So Cleveland doesn't have the best schedule either. A couple others down here at the bottom is Malik Nabers, 27th schedule, and Chris Olave. We're worried also about this toe. So sophomore slumps are going to probably come at Malik Nabers. I may be laying off that, although they've got him ranked 5th. He was ranked 8th. He has a hard schedule. Questionable quarterback to begin with. I would not be getting all over Malik Nabers. I think that ranking's way too high for him. Although I like him, but that bad toe, management of the toe for the year, don't like what I'm hearing there. Chris Olave, bad schedule. Bad news, the concussions, repeated concussions, cut his year short last year. So I don't know, that's risky there. Where Shaheed had just a leg injury, right? So maybe he can come back a little bit. I don't know. In flux there. I don't think people are going to be lining up here at 36th ranking to take a Saints receiver. A couple other ones kind of disturbing here. Buffalo has the 25th hardest schedule. But, hey, they don't really have many receivers here that you're going to be wanting to grab a hold of. Going to have a battle between all of them. Elijah Moore here comes over. But Buffalo has a hard schedule. And so does Indy here, 26. We got a quarterback problem going on. They've got a hard schedule, Daniel Jones. So even if it does end up being Daniel Jones, more of a passing quarterback, they got a tough schedule too. Right? All right. That's kind of looked over. The rest are in the middle here. But anyway, let's take a look at this. All right, it's that time. I need to fill my shorts. Get a short, make a short out of this. Warning, this is a rapid repeat. Fantasy AI top 10 wide receivers, easy schedule. Seattle, JSN have the 10th easiest wide receiver schedule. Xavier Worthy in Kansas City with the 9th easiest schedule. The Rams, Devontae Adams and Puka both have the 8th easiest wide receiver schedule. Tyreek Hill, 7th easiest. I like that. Can he get his game turned around? San Francisco has some problems at wide receiver, but they have the 6th easiest schedule. Maybe they can get that straightened out. Look for Juwan Jennings if he can stay healthy. How about Ridley here? Cam Ward comes in, 5th easiest schedule for wide receivers here. Garrett Wilson here, 4th easiest schedule. Only game in town now. Well, he get locked on him as his wide receiver. DJ Moore, 3rd easy schedule for the Bears. Can they overcome Ben Johnson's leaving? Rich get richer. Jamar Chase here with his 2nd easiest schedule for Cincinnati. And Green Bay has the easiest wide receiver schedule.